Okay, so welcome on my behalf as well. So as actually Jana already said, we will start by Director of International Affairs from the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry. So Aulikki Hulmi, please, floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jana and Seija, and it's really a pleasure to be here. I would like to start by real hard facts. As most of you certainly know, the Arctic Council has stated that over the past 50 years, the Arctic has warmed 3 times faster than the rest of the world. This has led to rapid and widespread changes in sea ice, land ice, permafrost, snow cover, and other characteristics of the Arctic environment. Even if we succeed in the climate change mitigation, and after Glasgow, I believe that we all have to trust that we will succeed. Anyway, the warming in the Arctic will continue in the coming years and decades. This is why we need to urgently develop and implement adaptation actions. Finland's new strategy for Arctic policy was adopted in June this year. The strategy is based on the idea that all activities in the Arctic region must be based on ecological carrying capacity, climate protection, principles of sustainable development, and respect for the rights of the indigenous peoples. Climate change mitigation and adaptation belong to the priorities of this strategy. The ACAF project has contributed to the implementation of Finland's Arctic strategy and continued the Arctic resilience work that Finland initiated during our Arctic Council presidency 2017-2019. One of the key findings from the resilience work was the need for closer collaboration and partnership in the Arctic. What we are doing also today. Concrete measures of the Arctic strategy include improving capacity for adaptation and strengthening climate risk management by building up the knowledge base related to climate change risks, costs, and benefits in the Arctic region. Other measures aim to promote Arctic food security by safeguarding the preconditions for local industries, in particular reindeer husbandry and other traditional livelihoods. Strengthening the preparedness of natural resource-based industries for weather and natural disasters related risks, as well as developing monitoring and early warning systems for the forest fires, diseases, and pests are also essential measures. Maybe in this context, I would also like to point out that Finland has very strongly stressed the fact that climate change and biodiversity loss are extremely connected to each other, and I think that what we heard in many presentations this morning, this was very evident too. And also what we learned this morning, we can already see and feel the consequences of climate change in the Arctic region. One example is also the exceptional snow situation in the winter 2019-2020, which caused major damages to reindeer husbandry, and due to this situation, Finland decided to really the first time to pay compensation to reindeer herders for exceptional reindeer losses. And the following year, exceptional hot summer and high temperatures in rivers and lakes of Lapland also affected this time affected the northern fish species. Furthermore, I would like to highlight that food security in the Arctic is highly important concern in the changing climate. Together, we need to identify the best solutions to tackle the challenges. In this respect, I would like to mention the recent United Nations Food Systems Summit, where actually indigenous peoples' active contribution was remarkable. The work continues in the coalition of indigenous food systems, where the knowledge and know-how of Arctic region is essential in order to find the best solutions to enhance resilience of food systems and strengthen food security. In Finland, the links between climate change adaptation and water management are well understood. Flood risk management in particular is highly developed in Finland and takes into account the impacts of climate change. Many Finland's numerous water bodies extend across borders, especially here in the north, and collaboration between Finland, Norway and Russia is not always very easy because of different legal systems. We have ongoing projects, for example, in Paatjoki area for improving joint planning and monitoring in cross-border rivers. The Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry has started a process of reforming the National Climate Change Adaptation Plan in Finland. 8 different ministries are collaborating with research institutes and regional actors to examine adaptation needs and develop solutions from sectoral, cross-sectoral and regional perspectives. Finally, I would like to note that I'm very pleased to have been chairing the steering group of this project. And what is really special that this is the very first time I really meet people which I have been having the privilege to collaborate, but I think that I really made the right choice to come to Rovaniemi today, and I'm really pleased to be here and learn much more also in this afternoon session. Thank you very much.